gonna change that song back. What's up, YouTube? It's Monique back with another recap. Power Season 6, Episode 2. All right, let's get into it. All right, the episode starts off with Ghost watching Tommy's car get impounded, and then he meets up with Jason. Jason basically says, you know, this is a big hit to my organization, and you know, I need you to help me. I want some money. And Ghost, he doesn't want any trouble, so he's gonna comply. Then the scene goes off to show Tommy getting out of an Uber. He's basically like, I'm gonna give this 1 star. He calls up Tyreek and tells Tyreek, oh, thanks for the ride. Make sure you give him a 0 star. Ghost meets up with Proctor, and Proctor immediately questions him about Angela's death. Of course, Ghost is like, you know I didn't kill Angela. She was the love of my life. In the midst of their meeting, Proctor gets served with papers from his ex for custody. So he's thinking about that. He's like, dang, this isn't what I needed. I'm sure he probably thought it was something from the FBI subpoenaing him to, you know, have questions about Angela's death or something like that. But that wasn't the case. Then Tommy meets up with his crew and basically says, it's business as normal, but act like I'm not alive since Ghost thinks he killed me. The FBI goes to question Tasha about the disappearance of Terry Silver, and then they try to throw in a little bit about Angela. But Tasha, she's a boss, she doesn't tell them anything. Then the scene jumps to Tasha and Ghost's divorce meeting. She wants half of everything. She even finds out about hidden accounts, but she's not thinking about their prenup. So she's really gonna have to go to court and she's gonna fight. And then Ghost pulls Tasha aside and basically is like, I know this isn't the right time, but I need you to go to Angela's funeral with me. And of course, Tasha's like, why would I do that? I want nothing to do with you. But then she thinks about it and they're going back and forth, trying to put the blame on each other, and neither one of them wants to go to prison. So after she puts a little thought into it, she thinks, okay, I'm just gonna go with you, because after that, I want nothing with you. I just want you to support me and the kids, because she needs extra money, because the little funds that he's giving her are not cutting it. So Sax talks to Proctor's ex, and she admits that she recently had an interview with a private law firm, and she wants a recommendation so she can get the job. So Sax lets her know that if you put a bug in your child's backpack and we can implement Proctor, then we're all good to go. Tommy then meets with Keisha and lets her know he doesn't really want to kill Ghost, but he knows he has to. Keisha wants nothing to do with Tasha or Ghost. She has had it. She is done. So Ghost just decides to randomly show up in Tyreek's room, and he tells Tyreek, I killed your Uncle Tommy. And Tyreek's asking why. Of course, Ghost isn't telling him anything. That's why Tyreek hates him, because he's always keeping his life private and he never tells him anything. So he basically goes around the issue and he's like, I just spoke to Tommy this morning, but of course he doesn't tell Ghost that. So he just lets him ramble on. And then Ghost leaves and he was just like, okay, you know, I thought I would just let you know. And then Tyreek talks to Tommy and he lets him know his dad came and let him know that he had killed him. And then Tommy immediately like, you didn't let your dad know that I was still alive. And Tyreek is like, of course not. You can go ahead and kill him. Just let me know first. Tate has a small meeting with Ghost before their press conference, and he basically lets him know, like, I don't want to be involved in anything. He asked him about Angela's death, and of course Ghost is like, no, it wasn't me. You have nothing to worry about. So then Tommy and Tasha meet up, even though Keisha doesn't want them to meet up, and he's basically telling Tasha, you know I have to kill Ghost. He tried to kill me. He thinks I'm dead, and I have to kill him before he finds out I'm alive. Tasha doesn't want him to die, but then she kind of does because she's worried about her finances and her kids. But at the end of the day, she probably knows that him dying is the best thing. And then she's thinking about, okay, if he dies, I can get the money. So Angela's sister starts looking around at her apartment. She gets her funeral dress, and she's looking through dressers and drawers, and she finds a hidden phone. So she's thinking, I see a number here, it must be Jamie. So she texts the number and she basically says, we need to talk, we need to meet up. And the person responds back and basically is like, sure. So she's surprised when Tasha shows up. She's like, where's Jamie? And then Tasha tells her sister, it's been me, Angela's been helping me. She's the reason why I'm not in jail. We've all been helping each other. But Angela's sister, she doesn't really want to believe it. She's like, she didn't tell me this. So Tasha, she's talking to Angela's sister, and Angela's sister is like, why shouldn't I just turn you all in? Like, why shouldn't I do that? But then Tasha, she knocks her back into reality. She's like, okay, if you turn us all in, that's basically gonna bring down Angela's name and reputation, and you won't be getting any of that benefit money. So she basically has a decision to make. Proctor and his ex are in court finally. She acts as her own representation. She lets the judge know that she's got a new offer from a law firm, and she's basically out for blood. She tries to throw salt on Proctor's name. She wants half custody. So later on in the court hearing, they bring out their daughter. You know, she's crying. She doesn't want to like pick sides. So she gets really emotional. So at the end, they decide to have, you know, split custody. So it's the night of Tate's big press conference because, of course, he's running for governor and he wants everything to run smoothly. But he gets confronted by a resident who's been out of work for like 10 months. And the resident's like, okay, you're giving all this money, you're doing all these big things to help the rich get richer. What about us people living in poverty or middle class? It don't seem like you really care about us. And that threw him for a loop. He didn't know what to do. So, of course, Ghost steps in, takes charge. He basically smooths everything over, lets them know, you know, I've been helping Tate write this speech. We're going to get everything together. Everything is going to get better. You know, of course, Tate, he ain't feeling that. So after the press conference, he confronts Ghost and was like, I told you that I had this. Don't interfere. I don't want to be in any of your stuff. Like, he doesn't want to be involved in anything that Ghost is involved in because it'll ruin his chances of getting governor. Tommy decides to spy on Ghost, then Jason's crew kidnaps him. Jason basically confronts Tommy and is like, you're not going to kill Ghost right now because if you kill Ghost, I don't know what I'm going to do. But if you want some protection, you need to pay me some money. Tasha confronts Ghost again about killing Terry. She knows he killed her. She wants to know why he's trying to ruin all her happiness. She's like, I want money. I want some more money. Ghost doesn't really want to give her money, but he knows, like, if he doesn't give her some more money, she's going to talk, and he doesn't want to have that, so he's in agreement. He's going to pay her. Tommy surprises Keisha with a gift. He talked to Tasha, and she let Tommy know if she's going to be in this life, when she gets upset at you, just throw cash, throw diamonds, throw purses at her, and everything's going to be good. So one of Tyreek's friends, aka I guess his roommate, he lets Tyreek know that okay, I sold all those pills you wanted me to sell, but there's this girl that wants to meet you, and if you don't meet her, she's gonna rat you out. So then he goes to meet her, and basically she confronts him. She's like, you know, it's only a few black kids on campus. You're ruining everything. Why are you gonna be the typical drug dealer? So Tyreek finds out that she's just trying to get herself through school. She's I guess she's working at the bookstore or something like that. So Tyreek, he has the mindset of Ghost. So he lets her know that I can help you. I can help you pay for your books. I can help you pay for your semesters if you join my team. So she considers it. She's like, should I work with him? Should I not? Tate is back in his office. He gets in touch with that resident that confronted him during his press conference. He lets him know he has a job for him. He has some money to be made if he decides to follow Ghost and get as much information as he can. And his assistant, he's basically like, I'll rat you out. You need me. And Tate is like, boom, 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 boom. He's knocking him around. He's showing him who's boss. The day of Angela's funeral, her sister, she's mourning her death, of course. So she's just surrounding the coffin. She's talking to her sister. She's asking her, did Jamie do this to you? Or were you trying to help Jamie? And then I guess the funeral director, he comes out and lets her know that all the costs have been taken care of. And she's thinking, did Jamie do this or Tasha? So she asked him, and he's like, no, it wasn't Jamie. So she texts Tasha and she says, thank you. The funeral goes on, and the FBI sees that Ghost and Tasha show up together. And then Tommy out of nowhere shows up. I don't know why he decided to show up to Angela's funeral. Like, I don't know what he was thinking. He even went up to her sister and was basically like, I'm sorry for your loss. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. So Ghost and Tommy, their eyes meet. It's like, I see you, you see me, I'm gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna kill you. And Tasha admits to Ghost that she knew Tommy was alive this whole time. Effie, she talks to Tyreek. She lets him know that she needs a job. He needs her, and she needs him. So they form a little alliance. Dre comes back into the picture. Like, I don't know where he's been. Oh yeah, he's been in like protective custody. So he's watching the news and he finds out about Angela's death, and he's like, what's gonna happen to me? And then the cop lets him know that you got to get out of New York. And that's basically the end of the episode. Thank you all for watching. I can't wait to see what's gonna happen on episode 3. Please stick with me. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next episode.